Yo, what's going on, my psychedelic squadron? It's your boy Trippy here coming at you with another Madden video today. And I was gonna say Madden 19, but this is actually Madden 18. Yes, you're probably wondering why we're doing another cameo on this ancient ass game. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. But first, let me go ahead and get my shameless plug out of the way. And don't forget to go ahead and join the Psychedelic Squadron by clicking the subscribe button. Also, make sure that you hit the bell icon to be notified of all future uploads. Alright, we're back. Alright, cool. Just had to throw that in there real quick before we get any farther. But we're going to go ahead and look at what the next promotion is going to be. I'm 99.9% sure this is going to be the next promotion. With free agency being right around the corner, it's going to be NFL Movers. Now, of course, any new players that are like free agents or anything along those lines, and hell, not even new player, anybody that's a free agent, they're most likely going to get a card. As you can see, we got Kirk Cousins, Jarvis Landry, Justin Pugh, Nate Solder, Caleb Sturgis, which I don't know how he got a 98 overall card, LeGarrette Blount, Michael Crabtree, etc., etc., etc. It's funny how good of a move this actually turned out to be, but either way, we're gonna go ahead and look at how this promotion could go, what the similarities and differences between 18 and 19 will be, as well as looking at some key notable free agents to see if there's any cards that you can pick up in order to prepare for this early so you can get some pretty good coins off of it. No further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. And as you can see right here, we basically have an exchange set for silver and gold tokens. I don't know if they're gonna go the same route this time, but I could see them doing something like that. See, I don't think we've had one actually since the Team of the Year promo. It's a possibility that we might not actually see an exchange set like this. Maybe for like gold players or something that they had during the NFL playoffs promotion would be pretty cool. So expect something like that. And then of course you got, I don't know if they'll do it formatted like this again, offense and defense, but we already kind of went through the offensive end. Let's go ahead and look at the defensive end and show you kind of how this might go. This was, I still don't know how that's a 98 overall. Either way, let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Now, as you can see, it's formatted as you have to do like a wild card in between for 89 and 92s all the way across the board. So you have to pick any 10. And then back then, this was the killer because you could sell, gold tokens for whatever they were worth back then. And the price also fluctuated depending on, the demand of them. So around this time when this promotion came out, these bitches were probably going for about 20, 30K. And then the elite tokens probably went up to about 100K. Some crazy thing like that. But seeing how the tokens are not auctionable or tradable anymore. I don't even know if they were tradable back then. But I don't know if they'll incorporate too many tokens in this. They did end up doing that for the team MVPs though. So we'll see how this actually turns out. So I can honestly see them still doing something along the lines of this, maybe more specific players, kind of how the NFL Combine Chris Johnson was. So as you can see through here, we got a bunch of crazy amount of pretty decent cards between people getting moved all over the place. So I could definitely see it going basically just like this, to be 100% honest. And then as far as like a set mastered, I don't know if that's the route they might go, but honestly, it would not surprise me. But if you wanted to go ahead and get, this set master Sherman, for example, since he went to the 49ers last season, it would take a 98, 97, and a 96 overall. And there's none in the auction block. I was just bullshitting and checked. I actually bought a LeGarrette Blount. So whoever was selling that LeGarrette Blount, I bought him for 144K. Just because I'm pretty sure that if you're still posting things on the auction block, you needed the coins a hell of a lot more than I needed them. Just a quick little tidbit. But yeah, this is basically the thesis of what I think is going to happen. But honestly, out of all the things that I think could happen, I think they'll probably start off dry and then drop like a shit ton of limited time cards. I think that's probably going to be the wave, just like the Combine. They're pumping out limited times all over the place, and that seems to be the new thing for Madden 19. I'm pretty sure something like that will carry on until Madden 20 as well, so don't expect that to go anywhere. But I'm pretty sure they'll do that, as well as drop more power up cards for whoever gets a whatever high name profile player who doesn't already have a power up card, or someone who goes to like a really good spot. Like Say if Jimmy Graham were to go back to the Saints or some crazy thing like that. Whatever has you, whatever crazy trades that could happen in the future, expect that to also be getting the card. But let's go ahead and actually take a look at, notable NFL free agents that could possibly, end up getting a card. And as you can see, we are on ESPN.com looking at the top 15 players. I'll just do a couple quick ones to see if there's any players that you can capitalize on. Of course, Le'Veon Bell, no matter where he goes, he already has a power up, so you could possibly maybe snipe a couple of his cards off the auction block. Maybe if his team diamond is or his power up is actually on the auction block, you could possibly snipe a couple of those for a decent price and then resell them when his card comes to. Now, Nick Foles is the interesting one because of course I've seen reports that he could sign to the Jaguars, but I don't know how his Madden stock would actually work out, because he doesn't have a power up card and he doesn't have many other cards, period. I'm not sure. I think he got a playoff card, so of course he's got his base gold, which is a 79 overall, his playoff card, and then it jumps to the Super Bowl card, his 92 overall. So I don't know. They might actually release a power-up set for him, but I don't actually know how that one might work. Now, Landon Collins. I honestly could see Landon Collins making waves in free agency. As you can see right here, has him as most likely to break the bank, and that is 100% true, because he's 25 in his prime and he can go wherever the hell he wants. I suggest you go ahead and pick up a couple of his cards, maybe his flashbacks, to make some really quick coins, or not the biggest amount of profit, but get them now because they're dirt cheap, and then sell them later on. Look for his power up, things along those lines, just to see if the market kind of fluctuates on that aspect, and or his Night Guardians or Zero Chill if he's actually at a decent price. But you kind of get the gist. Trey Flowers has a buttload of cards, and as you can see, he's also number 2 on Breaking the Bank, 26 in the prime of his career as well, and he's actually pretty decent, man. So I can honestly see that happening, plus him getting a power-up card. Kwan Alexander has a Blitz card. I don't know if he has any Football Outsiders cards, but expect that to get a card. I don't know about a power-up, though, so be on the lookout for that. He's on my fringe players to pick up. Now, Tyrann Mathieu, Earl Thomas, Sheldon Richardson doesn't have a power-up card, and Anthony Barr. These are definitely going to be the cards to look at. The big money maker is going to have to be Earl Thomas. Hasn't had a card since his Ghost of Madden card, and with free agency being right around the corner and him possibly going to the Dallas Cowboys, his card will jack up because of Cowboy themed team users around this time of the year, aka Xerxes, aka whoever the hell is out there doing a whack-ass theme team. Bang bang, shots fired. But Earl Thomas could definitely, I could see him, going somewhere and getting a pretty decent card. He already has a power up, so in my opinion, I suggest you go out there and make some moves. So Anthony Barr is definitely another high priority, just because he's such a good user. He's like 6'5", really good speed. Doesn't have the best block shedding and strength, but nobody really uses him for that purpose anyway. Don't think that. I do not think that Minnesota will keep him. We'll see how that turns out, and but expect him to definitely get a new card pretty soon if he does change teams. Sheldon Richardson could be an interesting prospect, but no power up, so really don't see any stock in that at the moment. Depending on where he goes, will actually be the big determining factor of whether or not he gets a power up card. But for sure, Tyrann Mathieu is going to be the next player that you want to look at. I could honestly see him making waves, such as going to the New England Patriots, or not that they really need him or anything like that, but I can see him going to the Patriots. I can see him going to anybody that has a real shot, since the Texans actually let him go. So expect a lot of his cards to go up in price around that time. So I suggest you snipe them now, and just wait for it to happen. But these are the cards I suggest you to get, honestly, because there's so many of them. And as far as Trey Flowers, I don't know about Tyrann Mathieu. He's got a primetime performer. I think that was his last card, if I'm not mistaken. But I since they're lower in overall, I suggest you go ahead and get them now, as well as Earl Thomas and Anthony Barr. Since his team of the week card I think isn't really that much that high of a price right now, since it's a 94, and 94s have crashed tremendously. If you want to make some coins and you want to make some profit, I suggest you go ahead and start picking up these cards now, and if not now, a little closer towards that free agency deadline, because once those reports start flying out, man, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. These cards are going to start going up in price, so I suggest you start striking while the iron, well, before the iron's hot, actually. So we will go ahead and see how this turns out, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video helped you. If it did, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, two-piece those mofos. It'll help the channel grow tremendously. Also, let me know what you guys think, what free agents you should be looking at. And this is only just the top 15, so we can kind of see how, you know, this will actually turn out, depending on, you know, what those lower ones do. And they might actually give one of those 20 to 25 the 97 overalls, just like they gave like Caleb Sturgis one. So, but stay tuned for more Madden 19 content such as this, and until next time, guys, peace.